Hi, I'm Daniel, and Ninjago Master of Spinjitzu started in 2011 and is still ongoing in some format. This show has become really long-lasting and easily iconic among multiple generations. Despite being a Lego show, most likely made to sell new franchise of sets, this show becomes so much more. I know it's now a meme to explain Ninjago lore, but the show shows a compelling world that keeps being added to. Some parts felt set up even many seasons before. Some parts are also made up as it goes along, but the shows that handle that worse. It is a great world with interesting powers that cause our creativity for me, and I imagine many of us as well. I used to draw a lot of Ninjago rip-off concepts. It also has a likable cast of characters, and the structure of each season feeling like a full story on its own while adding from each other. I haven't been keeping up with all of it, and I've only watched the first 8 seasons, but I still want to discuss what this show does, going season by season in this Legospective series. I'm starting later than I thought I would have when finally starting it. But first, there's the premiere movie to discuss, so this will be a short introduction video, viewing that on its own. So this is the interesting start. There was one or two specials, sometimes called the premiere movie at 44 minutes, and sometimes two 22-minute episodes, titled The Way of the Ninja and King of Shadows. I also heard it sometimes be open to 4, but that's too complicated at this point. This had a unique release, and some people probably just started season 1, episode 1, without missing much. You could technically catch up from there, however, this still serves a critical origin story and fun specials by some parts feeling simple compared to later knowledge. I will try to not spoil future seasons, but I may hint at things if needed. Anyway, since we have years to go through, I should probably get my thoughts on the show's animation here. It isn't bad, but it looks a bit lazy and doesn't fit the show's style. It wants to be Lego, but only the way the characters are. The background can look nice, but doesn't fit with the character designs. Some parts like the dragon look okay. I get they want to advertise Lego, but still probably the CG looks so boring, and may have turned people away from the show. There is another recent Lego show, Monkey Kid, which looks Lego enough, but also so creative and stylized, especially in action scenes is so brilliant. It probably wouldn't have been that amazing back in 2011, but I wish Ninjago would have some similar design and world style to that. It isn't bad animation and gets better as the show goes on, but this world is bare Lego. I do some of the backstory animation looks good. Anyway, the special's origin story and puts the focus primarily on Sensei Wu and Kai, which makes sense because Kai was the main character of early seasons before Yoid and others as shared focus. Sensei Wu just shows up in Kai and Nia's weapon shop, but right after the skeletons show up. They are clear first episode villains, not even reach the stage of season 1 villain, but I think that's okay. This has to introduce the heroes as well as Garmadon, and you'll see that effect later. Nia gets kidnapped, which I guess does happen as the show takes a while to even pass the Vector test. And yes, I'm missing a scene, I don't think the show has been passed until season 2. Nia sometimes fits into the singular girl character role, but this special still does a decent job at introducing part of her personality where during the fight with Kai. Sensei Wu tells Kai how he trusted their father with the map that they just took. I wonder why him. Also, he tells Bo's father was just the first Spinjitzu master and his brother turned evil. I wonder how that happened. This is a nice origin to begin with, and I like how Wu tells it. However, this is very awkward to know knowing all I do know, and I'm many seasons behind, so there may be more to this. It's like Wu is withholding so much Ninjago lore all the time. In universe, he just decided to not mention all 15 details, ranging from level of how important they are. Anyway, he takes Kai to his training monument up the hill, and I really like this location. It serves as both a monastery and a dojo. He challenges Kai to finish the course before he finishes the tea. His training lasts an unspecified amount of time, but he finally gets it in a cool montage. I really like these two and their dynamic. They play off each other as well with Wu's wisdom and Kai's reactions to it. This show would still be decent if it was just them, but I'm glad not because we get introduced to J. Cole and Saiyan. It established how Wu found all of them, which shows aspects of their personality, but they don't really get much to do here. It is told they met before and Kai's the fourth one, which gets me to wonder why Wu was training them on the side. Sensei Wu reveals their Koya and 4 elements: fire, earth, ice, lightning. I do wonder why they use melted water and lightning instead of water and air. Were they waiting until season 5 or just was a weird choice? Maybe ice looks better as soil for Lego toys. They are sent on a mission to collect the elemental weapons before the skeletons do. This episode splits up here and is clearly better with a 44-minute special. Anyway, they go on deadly missions to get the weapons, and they have 3, and also escape a dragon which Cole was scared of. One night, Kai walks off to find Gamelon's shadow with a captured Neo in this kind of creepy atmosphere. He is a great and threatening villain who gets a hold of the 3 weapons with the skeletons he hired. He is interesting in shadow form and Wu travels to the Bureau to fight his brother personally. Yokoye Kai connects with a dragon and they go after and fight using Spinjitzu, and this part goes on a bit. Gamadon vs Gamadon is an intense battle. While this is happening, this one skeleton gets a hold of all 4 weapons, which a person can't handle. Your Gamadon predicted his betrayal, so used him to pass the void between the realms. This is how to use a villain who's early in the story well to build up another one to be a greater villain, and it's pretty cool. Gamadon dissipates and doesn't get defeated, which is quite a big watch season 1 notice. This was a pretty good premiere. It has some alien stoner's weirdness and feels very simple in retrospect. However, it tells an interesting story in this interesting world. The magical and ninja idea is compelling and these characters seem fun. It makes the audience want to see more of them. This is nothing special but decent for a pilot. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this introduction to my Ninjago reviews. I won't go as in depth at each event when going through a whole season, since this video was long enough. I look forward to discussing the show. My video in season 1 will hopefully out next month, and I hope these videos do well. If you enjoyed this video and want to see me make more, consider pressing subscribe and watching more. The end.